high scoring being predicated upon the fact that they're going to move the ball back and down the court. It's not going to be a lot of set offenses. Neither of these teams look especially inclined to use the set offense, although I must give Bishop-Kenrick credit. They do move the ball very, very well. They've been passing excellently here in this ball game. Just want to mention, I saw a person come in here tonight that most of these folks here know. Bill Werkheiser just came in to take a seat and watch this ball game. Bill, of course, retired as Norristown coach several years ago, helped us out here on the Norristown cable broadcast for a few seasons, and now is head coach at Del Val. Davis, Eddie Hull back in the ball game. Nice play by Wells to block that pass. Of course, it's a kick ball, so Kenrick will bring it in from the far sideline. Doherty has stayed in this ball game since entering midway through the first quarter. Gallo with the turnaround. Nice block by Haynes. Kenny Cool, 4-on-2. Nice pass to Howard Ford. Ford is hammered going up for the shot. Darian Smith and Howard Ford looked like they were playing Twister there on the floor.
That was a nice move, though. He almost put that in.
That play was started by Rob Haynes, who made a fine block down low. Kenny Cool outletted that ball and threaded the needle to Howard Ford. And Ford, as I said, was smashed going up for that layup. The ball almost did fall in, as Walt said. But Ford will be at the line shooting 2. First one's good for Howard.
Once again, I think Haynes showing there some pretty good production. I mean, last year Theron Ellis didn't even score all that much, but Haynes is rebounding, he's blocking some shots.
Howard Ford has impressed me here. He's playing a nice aggressive game. He seems to be composed out there. Norristown, full court pressure. They get it up to Doherty. Haynes is the man back. It's a 3-on-2. Eagles come back nicely on defense, and the Knights have to set up. It's 14-11, folks. They go to Kopech. In and out, won't go. Haynes with a tap. Kopech comes away with it, though. Kopech with the basket. Oh, Howard Ford, what a move. I like that. Threaded the needle between those two Kenrick defenders. Darian Smith. Ford looks for help. It's 16-11, 6:57 to play in the first half. Ron Wells. I think Ron Wells wants a shot here. Ford looks, nothing there. Eagles kick it out again. There's Ron's shot. I knew he was going to take it. And he makes it. Eagles closing that gap. It's now a 3-point game, 16-13 with 6:26 to play. The pressure on Eddie Hull. They come right in front of us to Jimmy Davis. Howard Ford didn't like that call. Nice pressure that time by Ford. Stripped Hull of the ball, but the official made the call. We've got more substitutions here. Kopech and Doherty take seats, and Scott and Anthony Chickarone re-enter the ball game. Scott and Kopech lead all scorers here so far tonight with 6 points apiece. Davis makes the first there. Jim Davis with his first point of the ball game.
Well, not surprising. I was expecting a lot more scoring from Jim Davis.
Well, Jim Davis is a veteran. He played last year. Oh, what a play that time by Scott. He feeds Hull. Hull goes up in a crowd. Oh, I didn't like that shot at all. Nobody comes up with the rebound, and Howard Ford finally comes away. He's stripped by Eddie Hull. Jump ball. Darian Smith, Ed Scott, Ed Hull, and Howard Ford all wanted that ball. You know what? I knew a conflict was going to arise when they all said they wanted it. With the possession rule, of course, Norristown will have the ball this time. Next time, Kenrick will have it. There are, of course, no jump balls except to begin the ball game. Cool. Looks for the shot, not there. Howard Ford. 5:50 to play in the first half. Cade Cool way outside, and it's good. 22-foot shot for Ken Cool.
And that's the Ken Cool we've been expecting. That was Rob Haynes caught in a 2-on-1, and Jim Davis makes the layup.
Nice play that time by Scott. I'll tell you what, got a substitution in here. Number 22 for Norristown, Frank Arena's in the ball game. Norristown is passing sloppily here tonight. Oh, what a play by Haynes. Rob Haynes with a reverse layup. It's good. It's a 2-point ball game, folks, 19-17. The Eagles have closed the gap here in this second quarter. We've got 5 minutes to play. An ill-advised pass. Somehow Chickarone comes down with it. There's the baseline shot by Scott. Eddie Scott drills it from the left baseline. They go to Arena. Nice move that time on Scott. Double pump and a clean block, and the Knights come away with it. They've got the lead and the ball. 21-17, they're on top.
Hall showing his soccer skills there, kicking around a little bit.
Oh, that's what you call the impossible angle shot by Frank Gallo.
Behind the backboard.
Gallo now with 3 for the night, and a 6-point lead once again for the Knights. 23-17. Kenny Cool, another long-range shot. He's hot. Kenny Cool gets hot. It's all over. Gallo. Oh, I'll tell you, Frank Gallo, he travels with the ball. Gallo never should have put that ball on the court. He had the shot right there. The head fake would have been plenty. He went to go dribble and shuffled his feet there. We have a timeout on the floor called by Norristown. Well, it's been a fast-paced game. My voice is getting a little bit of a workout here tonight. Not the greatest game I've ever seen, certainly. To run down the scoring real quick for you, the high score for Norristown is Ken Cool with 6, and he's hit 4 of those 6 in the last 2 minutes on bombs from the outside. If Kenny Cool gets hot, watch out.
I think he looks like he's hot already.
Rob Haynes with 2 points in this game. Stanley Brown has 1. He's been out of the ball game since the first quarter. Howard Ford has 2 off the bench. Davis has 2 off the bench, and Darian Smith with 1 point off the bench. Ronnie Wells has 5 for the Eagles. For Bishop Kenrick, a nice night for Eddie Scott with 8 points. He's followed by Mike Kopech with 6. Frank Gallo has 3 points, as does Jim Davis. Anthony Chickarone, 1 bucket for 2 points, and Justin Doherty rounding out the scoring with 1 point. So, 23-19, a 4-point Bishop Kenrick lead. 3:51 to play in the half. In there for Norristown, Howard Ford, Ken Cool, Frank Arena, Rob Haynes, and Ron Wells. Wells feeds Cool. Cool, nice fake. Oh, it's a shame Kenny couldn't hit on that one. A beautiful fake, though, to get the Kenrick defender up in the air, and he knew he was fouled, and the shot just pulled up a little bit on him. I tell you, John Cresswell's doing what I thought he would do, Walt. He's playing a lot of guys. Stanley Brown wasn't productive early. He took him out of the game, put somebody else in. Forrest Davis, they're weaving those guards in and out. Cool hits the first one, nothing but net.
Looked like the foul that time, put Cool at the line. It's on number 41, Eddie Scott. And I believe that's his second. Cool hits both as is expected.
That foul on Howard Ford right in front of us here. Looked to me, Walt, like the Kenrick player might have carried that ball on his leg. But once again, I mentioned that Alan Riley and I talk about it all the time. It's easy for us to criticize the officials, but they're closer to the action. They've got more experience, certainly, than we do in calling a game, so we always defer to them. And as Bill Werkheiser is wont to say, it all evens out in the end. substitution. Howard Ford going to take a seat on the bench, and that's because of fouls to him. And Forrest Davis re-enters the ball game. It's a 2-point game again. Now making a 3-point game. Jimmy Davis hits a free throw. Give him 4 points so far tonight. 3:26 to play in the half. I'm Jeff Brandon along with Walt Fry. This game being brought to you by the Norristown Area School District. In and out, no good for Davis. Rob Haynes with the rebound. Outlet to Kenny Cool. Cool holds the ball up nicely. They whip it down to Cool in the corner. Davis has the open shot. Passes. Oh, Frank Arena not looking for that ball. Cardinal rule is you always have to look for the ball. And Arena just had his back turned to Kenny Cool, who had to change his shot in midair. Jim Davis, Ed Scott, Justin Doherty, Mike Kopech, and Anthony Chiccarone out there for the Knights. Chiccarone looked like he traveled. No call. He puts the shot up. No good. In and out. Rob Haynes with the rebound to Kenny Cool. Cool wants a shot. He's got Forrest Davis. Davis dishes off to Cool. Inside to Haynes. Nice pass. Oh, it won't fall for Rob Haynes. Nice play by the Eagles that time. Good passing ability by Ken Cool. 3-point game, 2:29 to go in the half. The Knights still with that lead they've had ever since early in this ball game. Kopech, shot won't go from the baseline. Rebound gets kicked out to Cool. Ronnie Wells, oh, won't go. Nice position by Arena. Follow won't go. Arena has the ball stripped.
Double dribble on Arena, was that?
I guess it was on Arena. I don't know how you made that call. Yeah, might have been a foul, but double dribble, we'll see. I think I might have called a jump ball there. Of course, it still would have given the ball to Bishop Kenrick on possession. 1:45 to play in the half. Doherty drives the lane, one-hands it. It's good and a foul on the play. Frank Gallo re-enters the ball game. Ed Scott takes a seat on the bench. Tom Keogh also making good use of the substitution here tonight, as is John Cresswell. Blocking foul that time against the Eagles. No 3-point play, shot won't go, and the Eagles come away with the rebound. There's a foul on Jimmy Davis, hustling after that ball. Tell you, one guy who is definitely aggressive is Ed Hull. When he's in that ball game, he is all over the place.
And here he comes. Forrest Davis will be at the line, courtesy of Jim Davis foul. And he makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Davis hits both free throws, make it 26-23, Bishop Kenrick. They get the ball up to Kopech and give it to Hull to set up. Gallo on the baseline. Frank Arena with the turnaround, tipped in by Rob Haynes. Nice tap that time by Haynes. Doherty drives, misses, rebound by Haynes. Cool up court to Wells. Wells inside, reverse. Oh, nice layup. 30 seconds left. It's 28-27 Bishop Kenrick, excuse me.
Bishop Kenrick's going to play for the last shot here.
Out the Hall. Only 6 seconds left. Hull takes a shot. Oh, and he banks it in at the buzzer.
Eddie Hull, the basket counts. So our score is 30-27 at halftime. An interesting first half, Walt. Perhaps not the one we expected, but a fast-paced game. We'll be back in just a moment with some analysis of this first half of play. At halftime, Bishop Kenrick up on top, 30-27. Walt, it was an interesting first half, a fast-paced first half. Both teams back and forth down the court, especially early in the ball game. A lot of turnovers, a lot of incidental fouls, and not a whole lot of shooting until this game got heated up in the second quarter. After one quarter, Bishop Kenrick led 14-9. Norristown has closed that gap to 3 points, and it would have been only one except for that last-second basket by Ed Hull to end the first half. My overall assessment so far is both teams need to slow the ball down a little bit. We've seen a lot of players, both coaches, substituting liberally. I'm not overly impressed with either team, but then again, it's not the time of the season to be impressed with anybody yet. Tonight's a feeling out kind of game. If there's one person that does stand out for me, it's Rob Haynes. I think he's played a fantastic first half. He has 4 points, but I think perhaps more indicative of how well he's played is the 6 rebounds.
And that's exactly what Coach Cresswell wanted. He's 10 rebounds a game would be fine per center. That looks like that's what Haynes is going to give him, at least. I'm
very impressed with Rob Haynes. He's been battling underneath those boards. He wasn't so much a presence in the first quarter, but he's asserted himself in the second quarter, and I don't think anyone's going to mess with him underneath at this point. I was very impressed by Haynes. Stanley Brown came out of this game early. He left the ball game and has yet to re-enter. Howard Ford came in his place. Forrest Davis has played in his place. Obviously, John Cresswell has a lot of guys at the guard position. He really doesn't have to worry about it. If one man gets cold, bring somebody else in. I think the key for them, though, has been Ken Cool getting hot here in that second quarter. I would like to run down the scoring for you here for Norristown.
Well, Ken Cool leads all scorers with 8. Then Ron Wells with 7. Forrest Davis and Rob Haynes both with 4. Howard Ford off the bench with 2, Darian Smith with 1, and Stanley Brown with 1. Of course, he left the game early, and I don't think he returned, did he?
No, he hasn't. And for the Bishop Kenrick Golden Knights, Eddie Scott leading them with 8 points. Frank Gallo off the bench at the center position with 5 points. Mike Kopech, 6 points. He's played well from his forward spot. Jim Davis has picked up 4. Anthony Chickarone only 2. And Justin Doherty off the bench with 3 points. A 30-27 ball game, a tight ball game. What do you look for in the second half, especially from Norristown?
Well, I think if they can get Stan Brown back, I don't think they're going to slow the ball down. I think they're going to go with what they've got and just try to outscore Kenrick. I think you'll see more defense probably, and probably Norristown will try and get more shots. They didn't get that many shots, but they did make a lot of them, it seemed.
Well, Norristown shot almost 50%. We have it about 9 for 20 from the floor for the Eagles, and about 13 for 29 for the Knights. So the Knights getting off a few more shots, but their percentages certainly aren't any better. I think for the Knights in the second half, we're going to see more aggressive defense, and it seemed they sort of slacked away from the press there later on in the first half. I think Tom Keogh is going to have his team go back to the press, without a doubt, to play tighter defense.
I think going away from the press opened up some of these shots for Norristown. It reduced the turnovers, and as you saw, they got some open shots with Ken Cool and Ron Wells, and they were hitting them.
Okay, folks, it should be an interesting second half. This game is heated up here. The first game of the season for both the Norristown Eagles and the Bishop Kenrick Golden Knights. The score, once again, 30-27. Bishop Kenrick up by 3 at halftime. Walt and I will be back in just a moment for the second half of play.